Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and beyond. This week, the president focused on students and college affordability.
I'm all fired up now.
At Benedict College,
Gotta make sure the mic works.
Georgia Tech, and back at the People's House.
Yes, it actually works. It makes a big difference.
As did Dr. Biden, who met with community college students in Gainesville and Austin. The First Lady hosted a Nowruz celebration, and the first family marched to mark an important anniversary. That's March 6th to March 12th, or the single most powerful word. On Friday, the president traveled to Benedict College, a historically black liberal arts college in Columbia, South Carolina, for a town hall with students.
You always wear a tie, or you just wore it today?
I wear it often.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like that. We've got to ensure not just the absence of formal legal oppression, but the presence of an active, dynamic opportunity. Good jobs that pay good wages, a good start for every child, health care for every family, a higher education that prepares you for the world without crippling you with debt, a fair and more just legal and criminal justice system.
Fired up!
Fired up!
Ready to go!
Ready to go!
Fired up!
Fired up!
Ready to go!
Ready to go!
He also stopped by for a surprise lunchtime visit to the Brooklyn Baptist Church, one of the largest African-American churches in the state.
And I left my phone in the car. My God. What?
I'll tell you what, I'll take some pictures and I'll send them to your phone.
On Saturday, the first family traveled to Selma, Alabama, to march the 50th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery marches, a milestone in the civil rights movement. Joined by Congressman and civil rights icon John Lewis, President George W. Bush and Mrs. Bush, the president spoke to a crowd of more than 40,000 people in front of the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
Because the single most powerful word in our democracy is the word we. We the people. We shall overcome. Yes, we can. That word is owned by no one. It belongs to everyone. We honor those who walked so we could run. We must run so our children soar.
Foot soldiers who braved the march 50 years ago despite tear gas, clubs, and violence joined hands with the first family to walk across the bridge that day, a somber but celebratory reminder of how far we've come and the courage it took to get here.
One of the foot soldiers was a woman who said she was 14 years old when she marched. She was so scared. The woman who is 111, she made her go through with the march because she said, if you walk away now, you'll let your fears guide you and rule you forever. And she went ahead with the march, but on that day, she got her head beaten in. And for me, I thought about that and thought, that would have been Sasha on that day.
Then the first family toured the National Voting Rights Museum and Institute, and the president sat down for an interview with CBS's Bill Plant. Plant's a journalist who actually covered the marches back in 1965. On Monday, the president introduced a new initiative called Tech Hire, a multi-sector effort to get more Americans rapidly trained for well-paying technology jobs. Tech Hire builds on the momentum of the past 5 years, when American businesses have created more than 12 million new jobs. Meanwhile, Dr. Biden and Undersecretary of Education Dr. Ted Mitchell toured community colleges in Gainesville, Florida, and Austin,
Community
Texas.
colleges have so much to offer you. They offer mentors, they offer writing centers, they offer math labs.
Back at the ranch, the president welcomed European Council President Donald Tusk to the Oval Office to discuss pressing foreign policy issues such as Ukraine and the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership, otherwise known as TTIP. On Tuesday, the president took his student aid Bill of Rights for a road test, presenting it to a representative sample of the very people he wrote it for, 10,000 students at Georgia Tech.
So, if you agree with the basic values that I outlined, if you believe in a student aid Bill of Rights that will help more Americans pay for a quality education, then sign your name to this declaration. You can go to a website, because you guys like tech stuff. You go to whitehouse.gov/college opportunity.
On Wednesday morning, the aromatic White House kitchen was busy preparing for Nowruz, the Persian New Year celebrated by more than 300 million people across the Middle East, Central and Southwest Asia, and Eastern Europe.
This celebration is a celebration of spring coming up. We say goodbye to the winter, all the cold and sort of darkness of winter, and welcoming the brightness of spring.
And after a long winter, you can use a little bit of all that, right? Yeah. Finally thawing out, you're ready.
And I'm so excited to be able to share a part of my heritage, my culture, and I'm honored with the fact that the White House is willing to share this with a large crowd and highlight it as well, it's just, I cannot express how excited I am about this.
In the afternoon, the White House teamed up with Arne Duncan to discuss the Student Aid Bill of Rights with college newspapers over the phone. And to their surprise, the president hopped on the call to say hello and to go through his proposal.
Barack Obama. Mr. President.
Hey everybody. Yesterday I took new action to make it easier for students to pay for college and pay off their loans through an executive action that streamlines and improves the way the federal government interacts with students when it comes to student loans, helps students cut through the bureaucracy and get faster responses about their loans.
At the end of the day, the president got to spend some time with some of his favorites, kid scientists who were finalists in the 2015 Intel Science Talent Search.
I could not be more impressed.
So stay engaged with us online, and remember, you can find out more information about any of these topics or see complete videos of these events at whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out this edition of Your West Wing Week.
How do you make Obama's eyes light up? Shine a flashlight in his ears. That's pretty good. Somebody send Obama some life hacks on how to be a good president. Ha ha. Like I bet that would help. LOL. You know, the LOL's redundant when you have the ha ha. I'm all right with the president wearing jeans. I'm not all right with the president wearing those jeans.
Can I just say something?
Yeah,
I think that's mean, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the jeans you wear.
Jimmy, I think they've got a point. Have you been working out? All right. All good?
That was perfect.
Very good.